back again. I'm waking up literally after an overnight shift and came home and practiced this morning. And here I am again, waking it back up again, determined to try to get better. So, on the keyboard, which I might feel like I'm terrible with it, but I'm back. Now, my wife told me with song that they might sing tomorrow, but I didn't go to rehearsals today. I don't believe in just popping up on the keyboard or the organ playing if I had not been to rehearsals. However, my replacement is playing tomorrow, and I didn't go to rehearse with the replacement, so I'm not going to attempt to play because we may not play the same. I might have my own direction. So of course the wifey asked me. That's my rule. My rule is if I didn't go to rehearsal, that would mean that I might have to adjust to the way the other person play, or they may have to adjust to where I'm gonna do it. So I prefer that I don't play. I'll just sit and watch and listen and enjoy the service. Right. I'm gonna try to finish these chords that I started for my next upcoming book. By the way, my name is Andre Clark, aka Bishop Tracy Clark. So. Let me see, I'm trying to go. I'm trying to do the 3-dimensional movie and doing the inversions or transposing it. Trying to get my fingers to corroborate. I might go the other way when I key. Here I might go the other way. Okay, let me do sending. Now my ring finger is trying to do all the leading, and my pinky finger is like, "Yo, bro, hold on, cuz let me get in there and get this for you." But now, see, my ring finger is doing this, but it's trying to push my pinky out the way. Now the pinky said, "Now give me this, bro." But it kicked me out for a second. So now I'm trying to force my pinky to say, "I got this. I'm dominating this right quick, so you get out the way." Now, to see the pinky took over. I don't know why that happens, but the pinky should have continued. Pinky should have continued, but for whatever reason, it gets scared. See, it keep doing it. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. I do not have a clue why it keeps doing that. See, that's crazy. My ring finger wants to dominate. The ring finger's like, no, Pinky, you relax, you chill, and get out my way. The ring finger said, get out my way, homie, you in the way. It wants to dominate. But technically I should use it, but it won't let me. The ring finger is like, I got this, fool, get out the way. It's funny to me when I'm playing this stuff. And that's when you're gonna hear people doing this little. See, the ring finger is like, no, I got this, fool, get out the way. You know, so you know, we got, you know, y'all heard the Mike Burrell thing. Hallelujah. You have one. Oh, yeah, what was the other part? Forgot what the other part. I forgot. So the chords are A major with a sharp 5. The reason why I know these chords because I play them, I practice them, and yeah. These chords are in my formula in the play by sight book, in the very first book, by the way. And it wasn't because I heard Mike Burrell doing it. It was because I had started trying to figure out a few chords when I was, I can't remember what year I did this. It was somewhere around somewhere when I came up with this idea, trying to figure out ideas of how to pick up what musicians are doing. So I came up with a collective of chords on my own. Y'all know that song. On my own, let's do it. Alright, so I started going over chords on my own, start figuring out major moves, you know, minor moves, augmented moves. This is my formula that I use. At 7, major 7 sharp 5. And I also discovered that, you know, in the C scale, flat to 5, undoes both of them. So I have the flat 5, which is the first note, because it's the 5 flat. From the regular flat going to the left is flat, and then of course up to your left, right is always gonna be sharp. And I said, oh snap. So I said, well, what if I put that same note down here? And then I said, what if I put this same note down here? I said, well, I'll be hot dogs and chili dogs, and fried chicken. No, but that gave me the major 7 with the flat 5, and let's go ahead and sharp the 5. And now I said, wait a minute, I got a sharp 5, flat 5, and a sharp 5, and that was used in the tritone. What? Okay, so I did this chord up here and start transposing the information. I actually realized that I'm taking the C major chord sharp in the 5, right, and that matters in the 7. It doesn't matter what key I do it if I go to A, right? All I do is sharp 5 and the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I have an A major 7 voicing, right? But if I sharp my 5, and I have an A major 7 with the sharp 5. And if I want to flat the 5, I just go to the A major chord and go to the 5 and half step that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5. Now there we have the minor 11 flat 5 voicing. But y'all have to understand that if you understand the movement, then I take the one chord in the left hand and I start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I move the other voicing down, and then I it brings me into the A chord, the A note. Then it brings me into the major 7 with a sharp flat 5, sharp 5. What? For every single time that I had to find out or create this idea, no one sat and showed me this, y'all. So I'm thinking, what kind of chord movements or chord progressions or chords are being used in whatever it is that someone is doing? So I said, wait a minute. So when I did hear the video of Mike Braille playing the chords, now listen, I said major move, triads, and these musicians are my favorites. Love them very dearly. Some I've met in person. Mike Burrell, I met him once. Jason White, I met him once down in the West A back in the day, many years back. Okay, and I say, wait a minute, the same thing with my A flat chord inversion. So when I heard the chord, I said, so wait, is this A flat at 2, or is this A flat major? Or is this A flat? Now we want to talk the sus voicing. This is the formula I'm teaching in my book. So I'm like, wait a minute. So we do the sus, the major, and so instead of using the major chord, we say substitute the major chord for the sus chord. And so I start transposing, getting familiar with it in my ear, and all 12 keys. So when I heard him doing this, then I said, hold on. I know that chord. But it was just played individually in the right hand. It could be a movement that a keyboard player or organ player is playing individually in the left hand. And 9 out of 10, I played it already. So in my book, I try to say, okay, let's just put these chords all in one shot. Your triads, double up. But remember, just take the other chord out, your left hand or the right hand, and play the chord in the left hand. The minor move. Oh, augmented down here. Oh, let's add 7. Oh, okay, let's go diminished. I started thinking, this is how I started thinking. So how do I build chords? And I said, everything is built off of your major chord. Everything is built off the 1, 3, and 5. When we say built off of your triads, that means you just saying, okay, let me see what happens if I go to my triad chords. Let's do the left hand, because my left hand I like to try to get it away. Okay. So what can I build with this chord? Well, what if I flat the 3rd? Let's see what happens. Oh man, now I do my inversion. Down here. Then of course. And so forth and so on. And let's say we do it in reverse. Right. Enter, come back, and wait. You might even hear somebody doing it here. What? You might hear it down here. Don't get it twisted. There's a chance that the musicians is going to play some moves down here too. Alright, so I start trying to familiarize my ears with the moves. So let's go back to the major move. We said we created the minor move. We just took the 3rd in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 3rd, and then step to the back. Let's go back to the major chord again. I want to do an augmented chord because people were saying, you need to learn your triad. You need to learn how to play your major chord and your minor chord and your diminished and all this and stuff. So I said, okay, let me get going. So I started doing it. And just go augmented. Okay, I got clever. Let me add another note to it. What if I did the 7? What if I did that in all 12 keys and kept this concept? Let me go to A major, sharp to 5, and add my 7. Now remember, you have to learn the scale, which I put this all in chapter 1. This helps me derive to where I need to go. So I hear somebody doing something. Chances are I'm going to recognize the chord. And it's the simplest chord on the planet. I think sometimes when we don't know something, we make it, of course, obviously difficult. Um, and yes, I learned something. If you don't know, you just don't know. But when you do get to know, you're going to use that to your 110% advantage. So over time, I started using this as my advantage. Who's texting me? All right, so I'm using these ideas to my advantage over time. All right, none of this gonna probably for everybody is gonna come immediately overnight. It's a process of time. So some stuff I look at like a puzzle, um, and I try to puzzleize chords. All right, I try to puzzleize chords in my mind. Like, okay, man, what? Now, here's my thing, y'all. I don't ask questions when I say this, but I would say, what if? But I've had people say, man, I don't understand why you would do this and this over here. What does that got to do with what you doing here and doing this? I don't understand what this will do. Why? How? Wait, hold on. No, no, no. Theoretically speaking, that wouldn't have made no sense at all. Okay, so I love you, love. Okay, theoretically, right? I love you, love. All right, let's say that. Right? I love you, love. This is theoretically, right? The number system, or we may say this is theoretically the way it could go. Right? Today, every chord I used was in chapter number 2, major move. The second chord was minor, second chapter, and I went back to the chapter 2, major move. All right. Now you probably gonna say, wait a minute. Now, if you catch me doing something that ain't got no business being there, you gonna say that didn't make no sense. So let's try something interesting. I love you though. And I do a one up in there. Wait, hold on. What? Yes, a diminished major 7 voicing. That ain't got no business being there. But it's music. It's music. I'm gonna make my music musically if I can. Playing up one of the 2 now. I went one up. And then I'm gonna hit you with this. Wait a minute, bro. Hold on. Theoretically speaking, that ain't supposed to be there. But what we doing is ad libbing, or I like the word ad libbing. We throwing an extra chords prior to our target chords. I want to fix it up so I have all this extra space that I could use my tritone. I want to use the secret sauce chord, the 7/4 voicing, which is in chapter 5, and I mix these 2 chords together. I might want to play that -7 with the flat 5 with the flat 13, or I might want to play the now is this 7 sharp 9 sharp 5. If I go minor on you, or that's not actually minor, actually. Let's go minor. There it is. Let's go minor voicing on you. That I'm changing the tone or chord I want to use, even though it ain't got no business being there. Now it's a minor major 7 voicing. You be like, that don't go there. No, it don't. But when I do the next move, wait, I just made this chord connect, even though it wasn't supposed to be there. Came up to this voicing, and then I came down to here. You're gonna say, "Oh man, that was tight. That was what? That was, oh man. Rules. We break rules. But yet we are supposed to stay pocket, right? Even though I'm telling you, I can stay pocket to what I'm doing and not do anything spectacular. In my mind, I'm telling y'all this is nothing spectacular. It's just me adding some notes or some chords, passing chords, so I can get to the next target chord along the way, because I might be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going, I love you, 2, 3, 4, I love you, 2. Look at all this time I got. I love you, Lord. Right? So I have all this whole time. I can throw something in the middle, or I even do chorus progressions before I even go to the one and make my way there too. That's just being creative and saying, okay, hold on, let me. Often do this when I go at church. Something funny like that. Like, and then start the song. I love you, Lord. And you say, wait a minute, that was my little intro. That was like a little intro there that didn't really actually belong there. But I was thinking like, well, I just didn't want to start the song just outright. Okay. Even in that song, thank you, Lord, right? Oops. So even in that song, yes, I can just play it simple. Okay, 6, 7, 1, 6, 7, 6, 5, 1. Okay, here that chord come, but I'm gonna play it plain. Now you said I played. I said I played it plain. Honestly, I played all of the chords that were actually legal. I played it legally. You know what? The root of the triad, technically, triads, major with the flat 5, minor, chapter 2, right? 7 sus 4, voice in chapter 5, major 6, which is also in my book, major triad, major triad, major triad. That's simple, huh? Yes, triad. But it's now what I'm gonna do with my left hand to kind of help do it with not with a massive spice to it, but just to kind of help it along the way. So let's help it along the way a little bit. Let's help it just a little bit. Yep, I'm helping it a little bit. Yes, we might say that sounds simple. Yes, that's true. Yes, we might. Now, no offense when I say this. That's okay if that's all you know. It's okay for the moment, but there comes a point in life. This thing changed my channel again. Um, hold on, y'all. Channel keep shading. Um, but here's my thing. What I'm saying is that can I spice it up just a tab more now? That's all. Just add something. Now let me do the arpeggiation. Let me do the power chord. Do that now. All right, now I'm changing it up. Now I'm just using the power chord, or I'm using the power chord. See, I changed it up there, right? This time I'm using the power chord. Because I said, it's more than one way I can mess with this. Y'all follow what I'm saying? Let's do perfect for. See, I'm just my brain went to sleep. I don't know. Yes, I did they play it simple, right? But I went from one way first time, right? Right? And I threw that in there. Right? I did it that way. Right? Second time. Let me see. Okay, now I'm gonna get fancy. Add two. Now I want to go to the 13 sus. Ooh, minus add two is in my book. The G7 with the flat 5. Right, major 7. Ooh, B flat minus 7 with 11. Ooh, 9 13. Okay, this is another 9 13 that I didn't put in the book. And then my A flat 13 sub. Oh, okay, now we have an A flat 9 13. Something like that. Alright, so now I say, okay, let me try another way. Using the 6/9 voicing. Perfect fourth. And then another. All I did was I played the same voicing chords, but this time I'm gonna right. Now I'm just doing the versions of the same chord I played. Now I'm gonna minus 7 11 flat 5. Major 7. Major 7 with the flat 5 sharp 5. I'm sorry. Major 7 sharp 5. Major 7 sharp 5. Remember? But now I'm approaching it differently. So what I'm doing, let me see. I'm trying to flicker it. Alright, F sharp, major 7. And then I sharp the 5. So it was still an F sharp, major 7. Sharp 5. Sharp 5. And then now we have the 13, major 7 13. So we went from a major 7, sharp 5, same chord, but we just sharped the 5. And then we went to the add the 13, major 7, 13. So we just played basically really 3 chords technically. Major 7, sharp 5, the same chord. And then we just did 13. Man, don't make me have to do this. I might have to put this in the book. I'm getting creative. So let's get creative. This is a D flat major add 2. And I'm doing this. I'm not working overtime, not today. Alright, let's get YouTube back. Wow, every now and then I have to click YouTube back into the about that YouTube. I had incoming. So here, so now the next move is D flat major add 2, and then we go up to the minor 7, F minor 7. So that's 2 chord. This was 3. 1, 2. Even though it might sound like 1 chord, but it's major 7, major 7 with sharp 5, and then you went to the 13 because of the note. 3 chords there, 1 chord, 2nd chord, 3rd chord, and here come 2. Now either way, I might do the minor 7 first, or I might do the major major add 2. Let's go major add 2, D flat major add 2. Now you know you heard that, you know, some at the end of the day it still end up being a D flat majors. So it depends on which one I start first. Let me see. It's real quick. D flat major, add 2, then to the -7, F -7, down to the -7 again, and back up to the major. Add 2. So yeah. Same thing. So here is the, now I'm doing it from, what am I doing? Now here is just me playing B over E. I'm doing B over E. B over E flat, I'm sorry. B over E flat. And then I'll come up to the E flat -7. And then we go to the E flat -7. And then we come down to the B major add 2. B major add 2. So that was 3 chords there. I'm being creative. Alright, so I'll do this stuff that don't make no sense or that shouldn't be there, but okay, now we have choice if I don't do it. I'll do the -7 flat 5, or we can do the 7 9 sharp 5, sharp 9 flat 5, or 7 9 sharp 5, sharp 9 sharp 5, or flat. And we can also do the C7 flat 5, flat 9 flat 5 as well. You have 3 chords you can play with. The 7 flat 9. Matter of fact, that's them going in the new book. And we already have the sharp 9 flat 5 voicing, and then we already have the sharp 9 sharp 5. That is over I forget, chapter 7 of the new book. Chapter 7 and in chapter 8 in this book. Excuse the notes that my wife is on the phone talking to somebody. You see what I'm saying? I could transpose. Somebody's sending me a message. Right, so you see what I'm saying? So I can go thing. I can do all that, but major, 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 diminished, and diminished 7, major 7. Lord, minor 9. And then go the minor add 2. Now we have the these chords are going to be the famous chord on the planet. But your 9 13s all day, and your 13 sus. Ooh, okay, I'll do that in there. This is in the book. I might even be overkill. No, actually, no, I'm not overkilling. I'm actually coming at this from another angle. Uh-oh. Alright, so this is A flat 13 with the flat 9. Oh my gosh. That one here, I did it in the book, but I added the sharp 11. Sharp 11? So if I'm thinking of A flat 1, 2, 3, 4, and I throw that sharp 11, there it is. Y'all hear it? The A flat 13, flat 9, sharp 5, and I'm being flavorable because I can do that. I have enough fingers to put that in there as I'm playing and doing. Ooh, that's another one. Okay. See, that's why I hate when I do this. Right. So I'm just being flavorful. There it is. A flat 13, flat 9, sharp 11. Now you probably hear somebody. We call that the A flat 9 sus4, and then we resolving into the A flat 7 with the flat 9. I gotta stop this because it's crazy. And come out to your add 2, D flat add 2. I'm not a keyboardist, but I promise you, if I'm trying to sound better or want to play better, and then that's another route you can do this with your turnaround 6 7 1 6 7 1, or you can go 6 7, or you can go. I love you. And so then I went to the F sharp add 2, A flat add 2, and then I went to a D flat major 13. I love you though. Ooh, mama. I gotta do all this crazy sus4, transpose the D flat sus4, and you do with the B diminished major 7. Because I'm heading to the 2, but I'm thinking of ideas. Can I do this? I can do the major move. Stuff that you can come up with your transpose. Do a B flat major 7 with the sharp 5 and be creative. Just being creative. Let's take that chord from. Well, okay. I ain't gonna tell you where I get the chord from, but I'm thinking idea. I'm coming from trying to be simple. What we say, simplicity is key. So yeah, D flat, triads all day, chapter 2. Now, because I'm playing the bass line, we're playing the minor 7 voicing, transpose, minor 7 voicing, transpose, minor 7 voicing, 1 to the 1. I'm gonna use the power chord. Right now, I'm playing the D flat 9 voicing, and sometimes I might go that and hold that thing. Sharp 5, D flat 9 with a sharp 11, and I might even go here and hit you with the major 7 voicing here, and change up, give you the D add 2, and yeah, that famous chord again, A flat 7 sus 2. See, I might come back and find something that I didn't do before. Inversion, A flat, passive voicing to make sharp flat 5, and then hit you back with the 6 9. I don't know. Diminished 7 did diminished 7 with the sharp 5. I'm gonna walk up to it. Okay, what's up? Diminished 7. Walking down up to the diminished major 7. Back to your plain diminished without any other extra. Unless I do that, then I'm back to my diminished major 7. And diminished 7 with a sharp 5. So I'm just being creative. Ooh, what? Well, we do this too. Diminished A flat diminished 7, the A flat diminished, then D diminished 7. I'm just doing this little melody movement. A flat diminished major 7, back to A flat diminished. That's a B flat 7 with the flat 9, odd 5. They want to say it, but because I'm making my way to from the 1 am doing all these little movements prior to me getting to my target chord, which is a 2. Ooh. Next time I went to the E flat minor 9 voicing versus the E flat 9 and or 11, or versus me playing, how I do it, oh, the E flat minor 7 voicing, or just straight up E flat minor. What? And I understand that I can throw the 7 in there, or the 9. Now let's add 2. What? I can do any of those voicings at the end of the day. Now I want to swing out of this and do a passing move right prior to I get to my 4. Make the 7 flat 5, transpose, and then make my way to another voicing on the 5. And go to A flat major 9 or A flat major 7. Oh. I promise you, people or other musicians are gonna play this voicing, and this is an accident. Oops, but oops, and you might hear somebody doing this. It's just that we're coloring and adding, and we're just trying to juice the song up a little bit with some more chords. Because remember, the count is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm trying to think of ideas I can throw in here. Back to the 1. 1 up. Now here's the bass line. Now I have my D7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Remember those chords? I keep repeat myself over and over again. That's chapter number 7, 7 or 8. One of those chapters in the second book. And back to your 6/9. 6/9 doesn't have to be the same 6/9 voicing. I can go. This is a B flat without the bass bottom for now. B flat minor 7, 11. Now let's put the bass line there. And that's the other 6/9, D flat 6/9 voicing. Now remember, I can go, that would give me about 5, 6, 7 chords if I'm transposing up to this voicing here. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gets you there, right? But this will be my other D flat 6/9 voicing. Transposing. I know it's not supposed to be there, but I got a plan. I got a plan. The build. See, I got a plan along the way. What? Yeah. Alright. We can also do the D7 with the sharp 9. Flat 5, and that's because I'm minoring the voicing versus me playing the secret sauce chord. Okay, right? So yeah. With that being said, I got a plan. Do both of them. I'm trying to think of ideas that I can do because I have a 4 count, and can I pull this off? Watch it. And you probably hear people. Or. So you see. Ooh, there's another crazy one. This is me using A flat voicing. The triad move. I'm going to do both of them. So we have the D7, flat 9, flat 5. I'm using the major voicing triad. And then the minor triad. And the secret sauce voicing. So I can go. Now, what probably sound better if I probably go to the minor voicing to the major move and then to the secret sauce voicing? Or I can go the other way. The secret sauce voicing come down to the minor voicing to the major voicing. Or we can swap this out and go secret sauce voicing to A flat down to the minor move. Or you can go to another route with it. You can go to major move, right, to the secret sauce voicing, and then you can go to the minor move. So I'm going. It almost sounds similar, but trust me, triad you hear that, minor you hear that, and the 7/4 chord. All right. Okay, don't make me do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna lie because I'm gonna probably do it and see what happens. All right, so now we have the augmented voicing. Answer 7. Oh, well, we're not gonna do that. Let's do the. And so we can go this route too, which means we'll just be playing the D9, right? The D9 with the sharp 11. So I can go minor, augmented. All right, I can go major, triad, augmented, minor, and the secret sauce chord 7/4/4. Yeah, because I got a plan in mind, right? Because now I'm thinking, now okay, I slipped this one in here, so now I can go the B flat voicing right now. I said earlier, where I had played that A flat triad, so I could go triad. So A flat to B flat. Watch it, and do that too. Watch it. Augmented in minor move. Super sauce forcing. I'm just coming with what I did, what I can do, with all that time I have, and create the song and have fun doing it. But at the end of the day, we always want to say, keep it in pocket. Keep it in pocket. That's spectacular. Okay. So, thank you. I was thinking. I was thinking. So I can still pull them off. All right, so that's just being creative. Whew, that's a lot to do. Now earlier I say when I practice, I'm trying to practice simple, keep it simple. I want to do I love you, love, I love you. Same chord, y'all. I love you, love, 5 today. So 7, same idea. All right, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5. Now, if I keep this pattern, I can do what I need to do, or do I want to do it here? Right, so now because I'm on the keyboard, I have to do a certain specific pattern. All right. I was on organ, I'll be here. And then 6, 7, 1. Okay. Play the exact same pattern in the key below or above. 5. Right. To the 1, still me going back to the 1, 2 to 7, right? 6, 7, 3, 7, 3, 6, 5. 2, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5. Here we go, same thing. And then 6, 7, 1. Okay, do it in D and do the same thing. Alright, D and 2 up. Hold on, then me going back to the one, same chord, same chord. Oh man, my 9, 11, 3. I mean 2. Well, I forgot what key I was in. And then to the 5. Let me see. And then 6, 7. Oh, look at me. Oh, D. 6, 7, 1. Forgot to do that part. D flat. And then C. And then do D. E flat. Alright, so practice that type of stuff. Same thing. And now I'm gonna go the same thing. E flat. Up. To the 5. Playing the same chord. Then we go back to the 1. Y'all heard me playing it literally a few minutes ago. Hear that? That chord is. I told you earlier. 3. Same chords I'm playing, y'all, in all 12 keys. Minor 9. 11. Alright? Alright, 9, 13. 13 sus. And then of course I turn around 6, 7, 1. Hey, what you doing, man? Keeping it simple. Yes, simplicity is key. That's what I've been doing. So if I can follow that rule and change the key, E flat. My fingers like to do this little flickering. And same thing, E. Up. 2 to the 5. We want to be. Alright. Technically, I would have gone back to the 1, but we're going to go to the 7. I forgot where I was at. I was at E. Hold on. So yeah, 5. So no, we went back to the E. 7. Get your hands where it's supposed to be, boy. Same chord, y'all. Hear that chord I told y'all from earlier on in this video. The major 7 with the sharp 5, flat 5, sharp 5, y'all. All these chords are gonna follow every time. And these are the same chords we use in preacher chord in D flat. Alright, D flat. Oh Lord. Up. 5. Here we come. It's the same chord. I told y'all I put these chords in a book on purpose because I was trying to figure out what's relevant chords that I might be able to put in the book that's gonna make sense for me to pick up ideas that I might hear other musicians are doing that I had said back then. I don't know how to play this stuff what these guys are doing. I have no idea on how I'm gonna catch what some of these cats are doing in their music. And then it dawned on me, try this, create this idea. Hold on, I hit the wrong button, Lord have mercy. Try this idea. So I came up with my own little formula and started figuring this out on my own. Let me see, 1, 2, what's the 3 at? Is that the 3? Can't even see, it's dark. And now I understand. Alright, I'm gonna say I understood the message. But, so this is my day off, so this is the day I take the opportunity and stop playing with the transpose button and get at it. So I wait a minute. Hold on, my boy. And so what I said earlier about the Mike Real thing, he was doing that song called I Won the Victory. I think that's called. I think that's the name of it. You have won. You have won. You have. Now, if I would have played this my way, let me see. You have won. Hold on. What's the word? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I do it on the organ, so now my brain's like, you have won. You have won the victory. Now here's the Mike Burrell. Alright, that's the Mike Burrell. Alright, and then the Mike Burrell. That's the Mike Burrell. Alright, yeah, so all you're doing for my gathering, D flat, and maybe the A flat sus 2, and then he hits the major 7 with the sharp 5, and then we come into the B flat minor 9 11. Chords already been done in my book. A flat major 9, more than one way to approach this voicing. Hallelujah. And that 6/9 chord you already heard me do. You have B flat major 9 with sharp 11. I'm not sure. I think he reached out doing this. But we 1 to the 2. And then we go B flat minor 9. Alright, let's get Tickety Talk back in the game. Let's see, say she gonna run out. Yeah! Okay, no. Alright, so yes. So I understood it. 6/9, you have won. This is a minor chord. Minor 9. Hold on. Got my finger in the wrong spot. Hold up. Hold up. There it is. I was like, wait a minute. B flat minor 9. The victory. Alright, and the sus chord. And then I think you go back to this again. I forgot how to listen to it. All he's doing is really the minor chord. Let's see, it actually starts with the, so let's say you understand your F sharp minor chord root. And then you understand your A flat root. And then you have to know that you're going to play your first inversion of that minor chord F sharp. And then you have your first inversion of the A flat minor chord. So think of it doing, and then the root is it. So those are little moves, but I know he's doing this little. Alright, so the wife is begging for me to go eat right quick, and I gotta go take my medication, and because it's about to be 6 o'clock, so I may come back and do some more videos. Y'all, peace and love and cornbread. And she not gonna let me, when long as she at home, she not gonna let me get past the moment that I'm supposed to take my medication and eat. So it's 6 o'clock. I'll catch y'all on the next videos. Love y'all, and I'm out. Take care, y'all. Later, y'all.